Hey Samaritans, a girl Sam's back with another video. Yo, it's been a minute, it's been a minute, and I know you guys are missing me. I miss you too, so yeah, I'm back. Today we're going to be chit-chatting. I'm going to be telling you guys about my journey in aviation, my experiences so far, like what I'm currently doing, all that. So before we start, please make sure that you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, please go and subscribe. Click on that notification bell so that every time I upload a new video, will be the first to know. Okay. And that like button is looking absolutely fine today. And if I were you, I'd smash that like button. So yeah, just saying. I'm just saying. Anyways, let's get it. So where do I start? Kindergarten. Okay. So at kindergarten, I wanted to be a pilot. So like go crash when your teachers teach you about myself, that little composition where you have like myself, my name is Wami, I'm 5 years old, when I grow up I want to be a nurse, when I grow up I want to be a pilot. So yeah, I was like, myself, my name is blah blah blah, I'm this old, when I grow up I want to be a pilot. By that time I didn't even know what a pilot meant. It was just a fancy word to me. So I was like, I wanted to be a pilot. And then I went to lower primary, like between standard 1 and 4, I get lower primary. And then from standard 4 to, upwards to standard 7, upper primary. So yeah, those. At lower primary, I then understood, okay, a pilot is someone who drives planes. By then it was drive, not fly. Hey. So I was like, okay, drive planes. I want to drive planes. So like, yeah, I definitely want to do that. And then at upper primary, I now understood fully what a pilot was like. I'd be like, okay, so someone who flies plane is a pilot. I want to do that. So yeah. And then I went to junior high. Because junior I was then exposed to a lot of different careers. Like, I wanted to be a cardiac surgeon. I wanted to be, a lot of things. And I was good at math. So I was like, I want to be an accountant because I'm good at math. And, I wanted to be a lot of things. I was in a debate team. So I was like, I want to be a lawyer. I was so exposed to a lot of things. I wanted to be a forensic scientist. Fancy, right? Fancy. So yeah, I was exposed to a lot of different things. So I was confused, and so I went to senior school. And at senior school, I was still in the debate team. So one day we were going for debate competitions. So we had to research more on like the topics we were given. So I sat at the library and I saw a newspaper. The headline was like, Air Botswana to be privatized. I was like, okay. I read the newspaper, and the passion came back. It unearthed the passion that was already in me, the passion for aviation that was already in me. So I digged more. I digged more about aviation. I learned phonetics. I learned a lot of things at senior school. So So I really wanted to be a pilot. That's when it clicked. Like, okay, this was not a childish dream. This is what I want to be. So yeah, fortunately I passed my Form 5. let me just say high school. I passed my high school, and then, in Botswana, if you pass your high school, the government of Botswana is going to sponsor you to do any course you want to do. Like any course you want to do. Crazy, right? I know. So you're going to be sponsored, and they're going to give you allowance every month for studying. They're going to pay you for studying. Crazy. I know. So yeah, the government sponsored me to do my commercial pilot license at 43 at school here in South Africa, Port Alfred. That was when 2018. So 2018 November, around that time, went to 43 at school. God damn, I was a kid. It was all new to me, the pressure and everything. So yeah, shit happened, and I got terminated from school. And yeah, I had to go back home. 2019. That was 2019. 2019, early 2019. So I went back to school. I was so depressed. Like, you guys, you don't understand. I was so depressed, but I couldn't let my parents see that I was that depressed, and my friends. It was so hard because, when you watch your dream just shatter in front of your eyes, just like that. That was my first heartbreak. So yeah, now never been heartbroken because of a guy. It was because of school. So yeah, I got terminated. I was so angry at myself. Like, I felt like, you don't deserve this. You're just a failure. All those stupid words you throw at yourself. I was just so hard on myself. And for a whole year, like the whole of 2019 and the whole of 2020, I was in that state of mind. And my friends were still at school. My other friends were in the University of Botswana and all that. And I'll be seeing a lot of statuses, people saying, oh my God, assignments this, assignments there. I was like, oh God. That depressed me even. Guys, it was hard. But anyways, I tried to get the government sponsorship again so I can, pursue my dream. But unfortunately, I didn't, because the government of Botswana can only sponsor you once. So I fought to go back to school, and I was just fighting in vain, and it was depressing, it was draining, I felt worthless because just staying at home with your parents, you don't want to do that for the whole year. So yeah, I just felt like a burden. Yeah, that's the right word. I felt like a burden, and it was hard. Those were the toughest times of my life. So anyways, I went back to the government, and the government was like, we can only sponsor you if you change courses, like anything but not aviation, because aviation meant going back to South Africa, and we don't do that. We can only re-sponsor you for something else that is local, right? But I didn't want to do anything else, so excuse me. So I didn't take the offer. My parents were kind of angry. They didn't say it, but they just wanted, as a parent, you want your kid to go to school. You don't want your kid to be staying at home with you, looking looking at your eyes, like, it was such a mess. So I kept praying and fighting, and so one day I just gave up. I just gave up fighting. I applied at BAC, Motswana Accountancy College, and I also applied at Aviation. It's an aircraft maintenance engineering school. So I was like, let me just do this, because you're never going to school again. You're never going back to pilot training school again. So yeah, that one day, that morning, that fateful morning, woke up with my flying mission admissions and all that. And then I went to the shopping center first. I don't even know why I went to the shopping center first. And then I was just there, and I met my peer educator from senior school. Yeah, I met this guy, and this guy told me, he asked me what was going on, when I'm going back to school, all the questions. I was like, and then I told him everything, and I told him that today I'm going to apply at either I'm going to apply for sponsorship either at Flying Mission or BAC. Yeah. So he was like, Sama, you want to be a pilot. You don't want to be an accountant. You don't want to be an aircraft maintenance engineer. You want to be a pilot. So why are you giving up now? I told the guy, I didn't have any choice. My parents told me that today is the deadline. So you have to go and apply for sponsorship. It's like, okay, fine. And then the guy told me, nah, you're not going to do that. Just pray to God. Keep on praying and hoping and fighting. But I was really fighting a losing battle. So I ended up going back home. I was crying, I was miserable. I didn't know what I was going to tell my parents. But I just went back home and slept. Went back home and slept. There was around, I don't know, last year, around is it June? Around June? Was it? I'm not sure at the time. Yeah, so I didn't end up going. So went back home. I started selling muffins because I didn't have money for transport. I didn't have money to, sustain myself. I'm a girl child. I need money. So yeah. And my parents were really strained. Yeah, so I started selling muffins with my friends, going around door to door selling muffins. And then I switched to selling food. I sold food to lunch to soldiers and prison officers and police officers. I started doing all those just to get money. So yeah. And then around October? Was it October? Yeah, around that time, my dad was like sick, really sick. So I was a bit stressed that my dad was sick, and they diagnosed him with cancer, colon cancer. So I got hospitalized, and everything was just messy. Everything was messy. So yeah, I just kept praying for him, praying for school, praying for everything, and it was like I was praying in vain, but I didn't lose the faith. My friend, one of my girlfriends once told me that faith, it is all it takes so I kept the faith. Unfortunately, I lost my dad end of November. After losing my dad, I came here, not government sponsored though, because the government, the government told me that they can sponsor me for something else that is offered by local schools. So yeah, I came here, private sponsored, and then my journey started again. So I was happy. I was not really happy because I just buried my dad. So I've been living with my dad my whole life, and now he's gone and all that. So I was kind of like sad, hurt, depressed, I don't know. But my parents just told me that, just go to school. You've been wanting to go to school all your life. Not literally, but yeah, and your dad was the one person who never forced you to change courses, so just do it for him. And yeah, I'm here now. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, anyways, now I'm back to training. Right now I'm doing circuits, after circuits, solo, and yeah. So right now I'm doing circuits. I know I have to explain more, get into details what circuits are and all that, but I'll do another video on pilot licenses. That's where I'll explain everything. So like, student pilot license, private pilot license, commercial pilot license, all that. So I'll explain all that in that video. So yeah, that's my journey, you guys. That's my journey. You are going to start seeing more of me flying. I'm going to start recording myself flying, and so yeah. So that's a little part of my aviation story, and I'm still writing the story. I'm still writing the story, and I hope it ends well, because it didn't start off, it didn't start off as what can I say? It didn't start off great, so I'm hoping it ends well. It will end well by the grace of God. Yeah. So, you guys, that's that, I think. Yeah, that's that. So, guys, right now the time is 8:30. Not really. It's 20 minutes past 8. And I'm recording now because my phone has been acting up, so I couldn't record. So this is the only chance for me to record this video. So yeah, like, subscribe, hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on my next video. I'll see you on my next. Oh yeah, you guys, do you want me to start doing pranks, or do you want me to keep doing just aviation videos or not? So comment down below and tell me what you think. Yeah. Bye guys. See you on my next video. Bye.